forgot to mention though, yo, like when I was out there, fucking out west, um, and like I was very disrespectful to the police, calling them pigs, calling them names, spitting in their face, and when naked female officers would walk by, I would strip naked and do the helicopter. If for anybody who doesn't know what that is, it is when you take your, you know, and you make it through the helicopter. Just think of it for a minute. Anyways, yeah, I did the helicopter in a bar that was owned by the Hells Angels. That's the God's honest truth too. Fuck man, it was crazy times. I had some crazy times there, that place, man. Fucking and the natives, those cocksuckers, man. Hot, beautiful women too, beautiful natives out there. Way different than Nova Scotia natives. Nothing against Nova Scotia natives. Nova Scotia natives. I was in jail with one. I got bit. He bit me in the hand. Bit a chunk out of my hand. Almost had my hand have to get decapitated or removed because it was so infected, and I wouldn't say anything to anybody because I was in jail and I couldn't rat. But then my buddy ended up saying something. He's like, "Listen, this guy needs help. He got bit." We didn't tell him who, they didn't know, and whatever, and we bounced the fucking guy that bit me because he was a bitch. He was scared, right? Because I was hitting him, and when I was hitting him, I was on top of him, and I was giving him some body shots, and I could hear him moaning and whining, making women whining noises, like moaning noises, as if like a woman having sex, like, oh my, like, like it was just so similar to that. Like I can't even do it, man. Like what a guy, right? Like and like I wasn't. I had one incident there. It was hilarious. I tripped a guy in McDonald's. That I worked at McDonald's. I was drunk one night and I went in. The system got shut down. So there was all kinds of drunk people in there. We were open 24/7 at that McDonald's. And one of my swing managers, we call it in Nova Scotia, they're called supervisors, was working, and a customer, a big African, was screaming at him and he ended up making him cry, and I seen the tears in my swing manager's eyes, and his name's Gilbert, and I seen Gilbert get a little nervous, so I just stepped in very aggressively and violently and quickly, had that man put on his back and with his head bouncing off the ground like a yo-yo, and that was the end of that. Then I cleared the whole store, and then I got arrested outside because the cops. I robbed this guy who was trying to sell blow. It was garbage. I looked at it and smelled it, and I told him, I was like, "This is garbage." And then I was like, "How much you had?" It was garbage. But I was like, "How much you had?" Like, because I knew what G would do me already. He's like, "I got 5 on me." I was like, "Are you coming to the bathroom?" He came to the bathroom. I did it all. 5G in one line. Came out of the bathroom, went outside, and there was cop cars everywhere. And everybody was pointing at me, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" I was wired, right? Like, my eyes popped right in my head. I was like, "Oh no, what did I do?" And they're like, "What's your name? What's your name? Stand still, don't move." I was like, I just looked at everybody. I was like, "My name's Peter Pan." And they were like, "Peter Pan?" I was like, "Yeah, my name's Peter Pan." I was like, "I swear." I was like, "My name's Peter Pan." And I was like, "It says it right on my ID. I'll show you my ID." And then when the cop, I got a better view of the police officer that I was associating with, and he was a very small man. He was about my size, but he was slimmer than me, and he was a little taller. But like, he was only about 2 inches taller. That's it, 2 inches. But he was skinny. Anyways, he wasn't big enough of a man to arrest me. And I was like, "I'm sorry, officer. I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to arrest me in front of all these people because I'm a Canadian gangster, and we Canadian gangsters we don't fucking take shit from nobody, no one, and we don't get arrested. if we want to go, we'll go. But no, I was like, he ain't arresting me. He's like, put your hands behind. He tried to grab me, and I grabbed him. I had him on his head. I flipped him over on his back. Literally within the next 2 to 3 seconds, all I remember is white, seeing white. Officers were coming from every direction, kicking me in the head, booting me in the face, tasering me, pepper spraying me at my hair. Oh my god, screaming, hollering, boo fucking my head. My head was bleeding, my face was bleeding. Like, it was unreal, man. Like, ask the people that were there, they seen in my face how messed up it was. The cops brutalized me anyways. So I personally think that that's the reason why they didn't send me to prison and charge me for breaching and shit. Because they knew they were in the wrong. I probably could have sued them for the fucking damage they put on my face. They're like, I still got all my teeth, and I like my teeth. I think I got nice teeth. I like, they're all nice and white. I got my hair. They're lucky I got all my stuff. I didn't lose. I look better in my own opinion than what I did when I was out there. So I'm not getting acne right now because it's summer and I'm living good yet. So when I was out there, you don't get acne because the air's so dry, right? But here in the summer, you don't get it because the sun, you tan and the sunlight absorbs all the acne. The shit doesn't acne. It's disgusting. Anyways, the sun takes it away. But so you can't get acne when the sun's out. And anyways, so I'll get them back when the wintertime hits. And yo, right, the last little while I've been smoking just the finest kush, man. Like, so, and I've been smoking so much, I feel like I blow so much money on this kush and just the wonderful stuff, man. I'm currently single, not seeing anybody. Nobody has my heart in the palm of their hand. Nobody, no woman, no girl, no nothing. I do prefer girls younger than me, but I like girls older than me too. But I do prefer them younger than me, but whatever. 23 years old. You know what? I'm gonna be remembered from everybody because, you know, how can you forget a person like me? Like, if I just wish people would have been there when I've done the things that I've done. Like, oh my god, I didn't mention when I was 19 years old, I robbed a cocaine dealer over in Sackville, New Brunswick. I robbed that buddy for a suitcase of full coke. There was about 28 grams of cocaine, rock, pure, 100% Colombian cocaine. And there was a wad of cash, about, I'd say, 10, 15 grand. And I got away with the suitcase, holding my gun and my knife out to intimidate everybody so I could get out of the house. Then I got away. I got about 20 to 25 minute run up the road, and 3 trucks pull up, and out of the trucks come these guys with guns and knives and fucking bats, and fucking the guy and the girlfriend at the house that I was at come out, and the girl starts beating me with the bat, and just, oh, it was terrible. They couldn't knock me out though. They tried all night not to knock me out. They were hitting me with every fucking thing they had, and they couldn't knock the old dog out. I've never been knocked out yet, and I will brag with that because my jaw's been broken, but I was not knocked out. I might have been knocked out sometimes when I was drunk though. I don't remember, but sober, no. Too clever. Defense. My defense is impregnable, like Tyson says. Impregnable. I just can read the human movement formality very well, and that's what allows me to do what I do and move my head where it needs to be. I bob and weave. You know, I'm starting up a boxing club again because I need to do something to keep my mind off the negative things in life, and, you know, and teach people some things, and I do know a little boxing. Like, I study it, and I practice a little bit, and you know, it's just gonna be fun, man. We'll box each other, and no money involved, no scams, no Hell's Angels, no fucking gangs, no nothing, man. Just boys being boys, and I won't. No, obviously nobody over the age of 18 will box anybody under the age of 18, and weight classes also will take place. Um, I'm gonna go with this smallest weight being featherweight, and it's gonna be 135 to 145, 150, and then lightweight being 155 to 160, and then welterweight being 165 to 170, and then middleweight being uh, 170, 175, 175, 170, 178, 182, and heavyweight would be anything 180 up. Right. Me, I'm the bare knuckle. I'm a gypsy. I'm the bare knuckle boxing champion of the motherfucking world. So far, hate to toot my own horn and knock on wood, and I hate to say, like, I'm being honest. One on one with all the fights I've been in, and all the drugs I've been on, and all the alcohol I drank. One on one, I've never been humiliated or beaten badly. Not to mention I blacked out and I don't remember some nights, but I could have been. Fucking no. I've been told I've started riots and stuff at parties and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't like to drink. I like purple drink, lean, that lean promethazine, prozine, lean, and stuff like that, right? Weed and lean. That's it. I'm mean. I'm white. I'm a prick. That's it. Like I said, man, I live up on the hills, and the bills that I pay, man, it's so real. It's trill. It's fucking hell. But man, I'm just going up, straight up. And when I'm going so far up, and when them hoes be on me, they be saying where he at, and they say he on the hill, up the hill. He up the hill. Fuck this.